The Los Angeles Lakers are doing everything they can to put a title-contending roster around Luka Doncic. With the futures of LeBron James and Austin Reeves still unknown, Rob Pelinka and the front office are prioritizing adding players that fit well around their new Slovenian superstar. In accordance with that plan, the Lakers have made multiple roster changes leading up to their training camp and media day. Most recently, Los Angeles added former first-round pick Nick Smith Jr. on a two-way contract. They also signed Anton Watson and Nate Williams to their preseason roster. While the most recently added players do not have a guaranteed spot on the Lakers roster this upcoming season, their previous free agent additions of DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia are expected to hold larger roles in 2025-26. Lakers' recent roster changes. Just days before the start of the preseason, the Lakers have made multiple moves to complete what is expected to be their full lineup heading into the regular season. While they've been active in the waivers over the past few days, the Lakers have cut numerous players to make room for their new additions. Most notably, Los Angeles has brought in Smith Jr., who was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets in 2023 but was recently waived. In his first two seasons, the guard averaged a combined 8 points, 1.8 rebounds, and 1.8 assists in 111 total games. He joins one of many recent former Hornets draft picks to be waived, and now signed a two-way deal with the Lakers. Smith will join Christian Koloko and Chris Minon as the three Lakers players on two-way contracts. Los Angeles also picked up Watson and Williams. Watson has played in just 9 career NBA games, all of which came with the New York Knicks last season. He was waived after playing a total of 22 minutes in 2024-25. Williams has a bit more experience, 47 games and 4 starts over 3 seasons, but will likely hold a similar, limited role in their preseason lineup. Originally, the Lakers cut Arthur Kaluma and added Jaron Cumberland, but he was on the roster for just over a day as the team announced they were cutting him for Jones. Jones and Eric Dixon were then cut to bring in Watson and Williams. Through just a few days of roster transactions, the Lakers have made multiple moves, including keeping players on their roster for less than 24 hours. With just days before the start of preseason, Pelinka and the front office look to have finally secured their lineup, ready to compete with Doncic at the helm. While none of these recent additions are groundbreaking, it does show that Pelinka is keeping his promise to Doncic and Lakers fans that he plans to build a contending roster. Doncic himself made it clear that he hopes to compete for titles every single year, and though they didn't land a big name in free agency or through a trade, the front office is doing everything it can to find players that fit well with their superstar. Most recently, Pelinka also discussed the future of James, which has now come under question after the Doncic trade and Rich Paul's comments to Shams Charania. The Lakers' general manager said he hopes James will retire as a member of the team, as he still sees the value the NBA's all-time leading scorer brings to the table. The first thing we want to do in terms of LeBron and his future is just give him absolute respect to choose a story with his family in terms of how many years he's going to continue to play, Pelinka said. We would love if LeBron's story would be he retired a Laker. That would be a positive story. Lakers make final roster decision after LeBron and Redick news. The Lakers also announced that they have agreed to a contract extension with head coach J.J. Redick. The first-year coach led the team to a 50-32 record in the regular season, followed by a first-round series loss in the postseason. As the team continues to retool its roster, Doncic and James remain the biggest storylines. All signs show the team is fully committed to their new superstar, leaving the aging one to make his own plans, which are currently unknown. On a team with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, Los Angeles Lakers guard Austin Reeves tends to slip through the cracks sometimes. But playing alongside the two superstars, Reeves has slowly turned into one of the most valuable wing players in the NBA. But entering the last guaranteed season of the 4-year, $54 million deal he signed with the Lakers in 2023, Reeves has a player option for 2026-27, but could be set for free agency next summer. He turned down a 4-year, $89.2 million extension from the franchise months ago and currently is set to join James on the free agent market in 2026. Speaking with Dan Woik of The Athletic, Reeves discussed his mindset throughout this offseason, in which he's been in rumored trade packages with an unknown future on this Lakers team in flux. Still to this day, I sit there and think about, relative to any life, that is a lot of money, a lot of money, Reeves said of the Lakers' offer. It's way more money than if you would have ever had. If you told me when I was in 10th grade, it's way more money than I thought was ever possible. Reeves averaged a career-high 20.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.8 assists in 73 games for the Lakers last season. After making roughly $13 million a year, the shooting guard has a player option for about $15 million next year, but could turn it down to join a loaded list of unsigned players next summer. Reeves has high value around the NBA. According to Woik, an unnamed NBA source said Reeves could demand a contract worth $35 million annually. Though the Lakers were in flux last season by trading Anthony Davis for Doncic, Reeves remained a steady contributor for the team. His 20-point average while playing alongside Doncic and James is a good sign for other teams around the league, hoping they can use him in an even bigger role than he is currently on this Los Angeles roster. Austin Reeves given high praise amid Lakers trade rumors. The Athletic spoke with team and league sources who expect Reeves to earn more than $35 million a year on his next deal, Woik wrote. With sources from two teams, neither being the Lakers, speculating that he could command more than $40 million a year. Reeves had a higher scoring average than All-Stars Tyrese Halliburton, Alperen Sengun, Evan Mobley, and Bam Adebayo last season, and was one of only 13 players to average at least 20 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. While he didn't get the All-Star nod, sources around the league see the potential in the 27-year-old guard. Reeves sees his own potential as well. When asked about why he turned down the Lakers' previous offer, the shooting guard gave a blunt response. "Y'all gave me an opportunity, and we appreciate y'all of that," Reeves said. "But we didn't think that the number was the right number. And that's not saying that we're going to go search for a number that's out of the world. It's not like we're trying to just whack em over the head for more money than what I deserve. We just want to get what we feel like I've put the work in to get." Future with the Lakers. Despite his scoring prowess, Reeves' arrival in Los Angeles as an undrafted free agent has put a cap on the earnings he can make at this point in his career. Reeves' numbers have remained strong, and he continues to be a crucial piece in the Lakers' success. However, after being named in numerous trade rumors and reports over the summer, Reeves responded directly to those who think he's a better fit as a role player. "You can continue to have good years and you show people that you're capable, but they're always like, oh, he's just a really good role player. But then you space me into this role player category, and I exceed that to a standard," Reeves said. "And then the people that put me in this category and say that I never will be more than that, they expect me to be like a star. If I really cared, it's a lose-lose. I will never be able to do enough." Reeves' presence on their roster has come with extreme value. His level of contributions on the offensive side of the ball at less than $14 million per year was a great help for the Lakers, but at this point, his play is now demanding a bigger deal. But even with a payday on his mind, Reeves said he would prefer to be in a winning situation like he is now over just having personal success. At the same time, he doesn't listen when seeing his name in rumors and speculation, and Reeves hopes it's the Lakers who offer him a bigger extension. "I really don't think about it," Reeves said. "I think that if I continue to do what I've been doing the last 2 or 3 years, that it'll be fine." Now that the Los Angeles Lakers have Luka Doncic alongside LeBron James, they have plenty of offensive creation. With their off-season signings of DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia, it is clear they are looking to compete for a championship. They may need to make a few changes to their roster to do that, and Lake Show Life's Josh Cornelison proposes a trade that could benefit both teams involved. Austin Reeves is the kind of player every team wants to keep around. That will change next summer, however, when he becomes a free agent and is in line for a massive payday, Cornelison said Monday. Jaden, McDaniels is on a cost-controlled contract for the next 4 years that will pay him like a mid-tier starter, around $27 million per season. He would be complementary to Doncic in a way that Reeves is not. The trade would be Austin Reeves and Jared Vanderbilt for Jaden McDaniels and Joe Ingles. Right now, Reeves is the third ball handler behind the Lakers' other 2 superstars. If they were to acquire McDaniels, he would offer off-the-ball play with his spot-up shooting. Additionally, he is one of the NBA's best defenders, both on and off the ball, in the paint and on the perimeter. He has been the perfect complementary piece on the Minnesota Timberwolves and was one of the main reasons they knocked the Lakers out of the playoffs last year. The Timberwolves would then have a guard besides Mike Conley to run the offense, making this deal beneficial for both teams.